Hello everyone, it's time for game 17 of my run of Jeopardy for the PS2. I currently have a 16 game total of $496,200 when I technically have $35,000 less than that. But let's go ahead and see if I can add on to that total. Johnny, anytime you're ready.
From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Let's see if I can add on to my $496,200.
Thanks, Johnny. It's time for Jeopardy! There's one daily double up there for you in this round, so let's get started.
Let's do it, Alex. I'm ready to start and I'm ready to win.
Let's get to the categories.
Let's see them.
U.S. Presidents.
See which one of them I know.
Slogans.
Okay.
Number, please.
Okay.
The cinema. Literary forms. And our last category? New York Times headlines. Player one, if you would start us off, please.
Slogans, 200.
The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
What are M&M's?
Correct. Pick again.
Slogans, 400.
Quality is job one.
Is that it? Anyone?
No.
This is the correct
The
question.
Ford Motor Company. Slogan 6.
Be all that you can be.
What is the Marines? Or is it the U.S. Army, actually?
Very good.
There we go. Slogans 8.
Just do it.
What is Nike? Kind of shirt I'm wearing right now.
Precisely. Pick again.
Slogans 1000.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
This is the correct
The
question.
United Negro College Fund. U.S. Presidents 2.
In 1896, Woodrow Wilson published a book on this man who was president in 1796.
Who is George Washington? I only know the president's names.
That's it.
It is George Washington. U.S. Presidents 4.
The plane he used for his 1960 presidential campaign was named Caroline.
Who is JFK?
Hang on a second. I'll have to ask the judges to see if they'll accept that response. Okay. Good.
Okay. Phew. U.S. President 6.
After a plea from his son, Abe Lincoln was the first to give a presidential pardon to one of these birds.
What we were looking for...
Oh, a turkey. President 8.
He's nicknamed the father of the Declaration of Independence.
Who is Tom Jefferson?
Right you are.
U.S. Presidents 1000.
The first U.S. President Mao Zedong received on an official state visit was this man in the 1970s.
Couldn't be Reagan. He was president in 86.
Here's what we were looking
It
for.
was Richard Nixon. Literary forms, 200.
Term for a mystery novel that's already in the form of a question.
What is a whodunit? Right.
That's what I thought it was. Didn't
Player
dawn
two.
on me in time, though.
Your turn.
Literary forms for 400. This term for a work of morbid or absurd humor is the title of a Peter Shaffer play set in the dark.
Couldn't be ragtime.
Nobody?
No.
What we were looking for...
Black comedy.
Literary forms for 600. The creatures mentioned in this term for a fantastic story may be joined by elves and goblins.
What we were looking for was...
Oh,
this.
fairy tale, of course. I was thinking of
Literary
a
forms
specific thing.
for 800. Originally an inscription like an epitaph, it now means a brief, striking observation.
Anybody? This is the correct...
Epigram.
Player 2, you're still in control of the board.
Let's go for New York Times headlines for 200. The November 25th, 1963 front page read, "This man seen here shot to death in jail corridor by a Dallas citizen."
Here's the clue.
I think I might have had this on the second edition, but I just can't remember it.
Here's what we were looking
Lee Harvey Oswald's.
You're still in control of the board, Player 2.
Okay, the cinema for 200. This buckaroo BANZAI was ROBOCOP twice. Who is Peter Weller?
Precisely. Pick again.
Peter Weller.
The cinema for 400. In a 1985 spy movie, Timothy Hutton was the Falcon and Sean Penn was this man.
What is, the snowman? As my watch, it's 11 p.m. on Wednesday, June 2nd, 2010.
Yes. Player 1, what'll it be now?
Cinema 6.
This Suddenly Susan star was a sultry 16 when she starred in the 1981 romance Endless Love.
Who is Brooke Shields?
Correct.
Cinema 8.
It's the ever-popular, ever-cool, wild 1950s film starring Brando.
What is the wild one?
That's correct.
Wild one.
All right, Player 3, what'll it be?
Should I have gone for the... Oh.
Number, please, for 200.
Years and a Score.
What is... 20?
Right. Over to you, Player 1.
Cinema 1000.
This star, seen here, earned his last Oscar nomination for Louis Malle's 1981 film Atlantic City.
Okay, here's the clue.
I don't know who he is.
Who is Burt Lancaster?
Yes.
Okay.
Player 3, it's your turn.
New York Times headlines for 400.
The revelation of undreamed of splendors was reported with the 1923 opening of this Egyptian king's inner tomb.
Who is King Tut?
Exactly. Player 1, it's your turn.
Number please 400.
Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
What is 4?
Correct.
Oh, 4 horsemen.
If
So one
you
more
will,
clue.
Player 3.
Number, please, for 600.
days of Christmas in the popular song?
What is 12?
Right.
We'll stop here for part...
Player 1, your turn.
We'll stop for part 1. See you for part 2.